This is on my children. This happened. Now, I don't know what it was. You know, I can't say it was aliens from whatever. I don't know. But this is what happened. It happened on Halloween night, 1975. Okay, I was a freshman in college, and I went to Providence College. But that night, my buddy and I drove down to the University of Rhode Island to visit friends, and we partied. Went to parties, hung out, drank beer, did it all, ended up at a pizza parlor, ate, and then we had to drive home. And we were driving home late. Excuse me. It's probably 3 o'clock in the morning. And we were cruising back, and it was about an hour drive for us. And it was on, we had gotten on off Route 95 onto Route 295, which is more rural, and there were no cars on the road. And I do remember, and we weren't talking, we were just listening to the radio, listening to tunes, cruising along. It's the end of the night, we're done. And we're cruising down this long straightaway where you could see like kind of for about 10 miles. You could see like down for about 5 and up about 5. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those long.
Sure.
Yeah. And coming down the road, the highway toward us, over the highway is a light. It appears to be like a plane or a helicopter or something coming down toward us. And I see it, but I'm not thinking anything of it. But cruising along, listening to radio. As it gets bigger, the lights get bigger and bigger. I'm thinking, wow, that's a big helicopter. It's clearly like low, so it's got to be some kind of helicopter type thing. Again, we're not saying a word. It's getting closer and closer. The lights are getting bigger and bigger, and it's not going fast. It's going, you know, taking its time, coming down the highway. And I remember, like, among other things, whatever I'm thinking, listen to radio, this, wow, that's a really big helicopter. Then it gets bigger. I'm thinking, well, that must be like a military helicopter. This is in my head. And it's approaching and approaching. It's big and big, and we haven't said a peep. You know, just see that it's kind of like not even paying attention. And all of a sudden, as it's coming upon us, suddenly it's a massive thing, and it is a rectangular shaped craft, I will say. Okay, it's rectangular. Like, it's hard to say how big it is because you can't tell how high it is, but it seems to be a few hundred yards up, maybe it's 1,000 feet up, I don't know. It's not that high, but it's rectangular shape, and there's zillions of lights under it. And the lights are going back, like sideways, like shoot, back and forth. And then the other ones, no sound by the way. And the other ones are going this way. Like, so they're kind of crossing each other, all these lights. And then there are a few lights that are doing like a wind, like a fan. They're like going around the circle lights, and they're all over the place going. And it is like fucking lighting the goddamn highway up over, you know, as we're going through it, and it's taking its time. I'm telling you, it's right out of Star Wars. You know, when you see the thing come over you and it just keeps going, and we're like, and I'm looking up at like, what the? And I look over at my friend, and my friend looks at me and goes, "The fucking flying's awesome!" And I think, ugh. And I remember my legs.
Is that a quote, by the way?
My legs went weak. It was like completely rubbery. Like, I remember pushing my foot on the gas. It was an effort. Like, I literally lost all the blood in my legs somehow. And my wife has said, "Do you think you guys were, you know?" No, I don't think we were. But I'm telling you, my legs went completely numb out of fear, I'm assuming. But I've never had that sensation before, where I was pushing down the gas, like, "Oh my God, let's go, let's go!" And I took off, and we cruised down the highway. And as I'm cruising off, my heart, I'm looking in the rearview mirror, and I can see it just heading away down the highway, down Route 295. Okay, and I remember the guy had passed us about 10 minutes earlier in a car, so we said, let's find that guy, see if he saw it, because there's not a car on the road. So I drove about 110 miles an hour until we got to our exit, which was another 7 or 8 miles, excuse me, and never caught up with the guy. And I dropped my buddy off, and then I went home, and I remember on the way home, I was just like terrified. I was looking around, is this thing going to come back for me? Came home, woke my parents up, woke my sister up. I'm like, I just saw flying saucers, the whole thing. They're like, go to bed. I said, no. Anyway.
How old were you again?
18.